So, are we live? That's always the question. Are we live? Also, apologies for the very late start today. Let's see. First, I should probably make sure that we're live before I give you my apologies. It looks like we're live. It looks like we're live. Great. Welcome. And yes, sorry for the very delayed start today. When I was on the train here, I realized that I forgot the whole thing about that I need to eat. So since I'm planning to do a longish stream today, I figured it's better to eat first. So I have that taken care of. My stomach is full. I had some excellent mabu tofu, and I am here in front of Kita-Senju station, up in the exotic far north of Tokyo, in Adachi-ku, which is I think the most northern ward of Tokyo, but I probably shouldn't say that without checking it first. But at least we're close to the northern edge, and this is the last or first stop of the Metro Hibiya line, which will be my new adventure. So yeah, I will start this train line walk from here. The Hibiya line is the fourth oldest subway in Tokyo, but the third oldest of the Tokyo Metro lines. The Asakusa line is actually a little bit older, but it's not one of the Tokyo Metro lines. And right now I'm doing the Tokyo Metro lines. And the reason why I picked this line was, yeah, for that age thing. The line I did before this was the Marunouchi line, which was the second oldest. So this is, you know, the next in chronological order. And also because my friend and supporter Yamaguchi-san recommended me to do the Hibiya line now. So as a thank you for his excellent performance when he joined my stream the other week, I thought let's honor his request. So with all that preamble out of the way, let's go. So I guess the first task, actually I would love to explore Kita-Senju area a little bit, because this is a pretty nice, pretty interesting neighborhood. There's lots of like bar alleys here on the back street, but since this is a train line walk, I should probably not spend too much time here. I might come back and do like a dedicated walk to this part of Tokyo some other time. But the first task will be to figure out where the Hibiya line train tracks are and in which direction they are heading. So basically from here I will be walking towards the south. That's basically all I know. My next stop from here should be the Minami-Senju station, and according to the GPS that means I should be heading this direction. Let's see, I'm trying again. Yes, so now I should be heading this direction. This is towards the south, and I should also ideally figure out a way to get to the opposite side of the train tracks. The train tracks are like running this way, but I want to be on the other side of the tracks. Let's see if we can sort that out. Guess we have to take it one by one. Let's start by walking. And weather, do you want, someone said weather. As you can see, the sky is blue, the sun is out, and it's fairly warm. It's actually 8 degrees right now, which is about as warm as it will get today. So yeah, that's today's weather. Also barely any wind. I cannot feel much wind. So I don't know exactly for how long I will walk today. Oh, here's the entrance to the Hibiya line, one of them. Okay, good. So let's take this little side street here. I think I should be able to make it to like Ueno, or maybe all the way to Akihabara today. Looking from a map, I think that's about 5-6 kilometers to Ueno from here. which is usually a pretty good pace. Like, I mean, look at all these alleys. Like, I need to come back here at night and do a stream, right? This area is pretty interesting. I've actually only been here once before, and that was when I was shooting photos for like nightlife areas in Tokyo, an article about nightlife areas in Tokyo, and someone recommended me to come here for the nice streets. And wow, we're already over 300 viewers. Welcome everybody. Thank you so much for joining. Sorry, haven't really been able to read all the questions or stay up to date with everything that's going on in the chat. But someone asked if I've ever experienced an earthquake during a live walk. And I think the answer is no. I think actually there was an earthquake at one of my live walks, but I didn't notice it. Actually, it's kind of, it has to be a pretty strong one in order for you to notice it when you're out walking, actually. When you're just sitting at home, or if you're lying down in bed, then it's quite, you feel them quite easily. But when you're out and you're moving around, yeah, it's not that easy to feel it. Just double check to make sure that I'm on the right track. It looks like I am, yes. And it also looks like there will be a tunnel under the train tracks fairly soon. Great. Great. Oh, here's also one of the subway exits, actually, Kita-Senju station. So both the Chiyoda line and the Hibiya line stops here. There's also a handful of other lines, Tobu and JR. It's a pretty big station, actually. Like, whenever I go to Asakusa, I tend to transfer here at Kita-Senju. Or not Asakusa. I meant to say whenever I go to Nikko. Look at this. This is creepy. Yeah, most of the snow is gone. Look at this. You're up for some pork. Which phone network? I'm using my trusty old Galaxy S21 Ultra, and it's on Rakuten Mobile. Basically my standard setup. My most reliable setup. Okay, real estate agent. So it looks like you can rent 45 square meters for about 100,000 yen around here, which is on the lower end of the spectrum for the relative center of Tokyo. You can go all the way up to Aizu. Yeah, that's right. The trains here, it's really like, they go really far up north. You can go to Fukushima Prefecture, maybe even further. Oh, so here we have a good look of the station. So, yeah. The line that I'm following, the Hibiya line, is a subway line, so obviously those train tracks are underground. But should be like this direction. Question is though, and there we can see Tokyo Skytree. I'm just not sure. I need to take a look at a map actually. Maybe I'm supposed to go this way. Yeah, I think I am. So let's cross here. So actually, I'm heading towards Minami-Senju station, and the area around Minami-Senju is kind of, how should I say, one of the maybe one of the poorer parts of Tokyo. I'm not sure, but there's lots of like really cheap hotels, and there are lots of people, like day laborers, who are staying at those hotels. I haven't been in a very long time, but it's a bit of a strange place, to say the least, and I think I will have to be a little bit careful in which direction I point the camera. And by the way, this train line is 20 kilometers in total. So I think we're looking at 3 or 4 episodes of this series. I hear that many of you are praising Lemmy for her stellar appearance on my stream last weekend, and yeah, I totally agree. That was a great stream. I really enjoyed it. It was so much fun to have some company on the walk, so I hope we can do that again sometime soon, Lemmy. Yeah, Lemmy, I'm not too far away from your neighborhood, right? Should be relatively close. Can we walk this? You live in Katsushikaku. Yeah, that's kind of nearby. This park is not very sad at all to me. There's greenery, there's trees, probably cherry blossom trees. There's no big road nearby, although a couple of train tracks, but at least trains are not so bad to the air. I mean, maybe not the most amazing park ever, but also not, yeah. On my sadness scale, I would say this is maybe somewhere in the middle. Getting too old for slides. Speaking of slides, actually I was kind of looking at some old videos on my channel, and I think it's about 1 year since I did that stream with the first slide ride when I was walking around the Skytree. That's pretty much exactly a year ago now. That was such a fun stream. It looks like I won't be able to cross here. So So I'll probably have to walk down here and then I can cross. Somebody needs to get a Tokyo slide map. Yeah, that would come in handy. Wow, I wonder, is this some sort of office building or factory? Yeah. Oh, okay. It's a screw company. Neji no, I think Takase. Then that explains why they had those paintings on the walls. It was a good slide. Yeah, I think that's by far the best slide I've ever been on during a live stream. It was a long slide in a park somewhere near Skytree. Is this Route 4? Oh, this is actually Meiji Dori, it says over there, which is one of the big main roads that goes through a lot of famous neighborhoods in Tokyo, including Shibuya, Shinjuku, and Ikebukuro. So I think I should be heading down this direction. Let me take a look at the map. Yep, and we will soon cross a river. The Sumida River is coming up for us to cross. A few blocks down this way and we will be at the Sumida River. Still a little bit of snow left here and there. Those pockets of ground where that the sun can't reach. Get lost and find a slide. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen sooner or later. You know it. Here's some land for sale. Someone want to buy me a house? And the public school down there, Adachiku something. So yeah, I very rarely come to this part of Tokyo during my streams because took me about 1 hour and 20 minutes to get to the starting point for today's stream. So it's really far from where I live. It's basically as much the opposite side of Tokyo as I can get from my home area. Let's just take a look. Where we are. Yes, we are very shortly coming down to the river. Perfect. Did Mini Explorer enjoy the snow? Yes, she did. She had a great time in the snow. She really enjoyed it. Todayは全然寒くないです。今日は8度。昨日の方が寒かった。Do I seem alienated to Japanese culture? That's interesting. What makes you think so? Oh. Country road. Some subway fare for the return trip. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So Sumida River down here. Looks like there's some sort of wall blocking the view of the river though. Big factory buildings here. Let's see. Oh wait. It looks like I should be able to get to the river down here, but that's what Google Maps is telling me, but I'm not sure. Very quiet and peaceful. Yeah, it is. It's very quiet here. I wonder, can I really get down to the river here? Yeah, Takematsu warehouses. I guess maybe you're familiar with this place if you've come here for work. Are we lost already? Yes, I think we are. Let's see. Maybe. Let's see if we can cross here. Let's see if we can cross here. I think we can, yes. Okay, looks like the signal is improving again. So, are we back? Can you hear me? Can you see the world through my eyes? I think you can, right? So, this is Sumida River, not Arakawa River. Arakawa is flowing pretty nearby here too though, but this is Sumida River. So the next challenge is that we need to cross this river somehow. So let's see where we can find the river crossing. Hopefully those bridges up front has a bit of a also pedestrian section. No, we're not allowed to fly drones anywhere in Tokyo, basically. Pedestrian bridge down at the road bridge. Okay, great. So probably down here then. Super quiet and peaceful here. I like it. Maybe Pt.1 could be somewhere around these high-rise buildings. I'm not sure. Need to look at the map again. David Clark, Riverboat Fair. Thank you. Oh, so that's the Tokyo Metro. So that might be the Hibiya line. I'm not sure. But I think, yeah, that train clearly has the Tokyo Metro logo on it. So that's a proof that we are on the right track. And okay, so the trains are actually running on the overground here. Didn't know that. Thank you, Smee, Thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you. Coffee and Sake Fund and Riverboat Fair. Thank you. No, it would be great if there was actually a little ferry that could take me across the river. This is nice with the sky tree. This could very well end up being the thumbnail for today's video. Who knows? Yeah, I hope we're not walking towards a dead end. I hope so. There's clearly some people crossing over there. There's a blue bridge a little bit further down. We can cross there for sure. This one looks like it might be for trains only, I'm afraid. While we're on our way to the next bridge, I can give a little shout out to my friend and supporter. Oh, let me just wait until this train has passed. So I want to do a little shout out to my friend and supporter Bit of a Wonder, because he is the mega sponsor of this, or mega supporter on my channel. He is also doing walking videos from various beautiful parts of the US. So if you're interested, and I hope you are, you can check out this channel. It's linked in the video description. Thank you, G-Man AG. Thank you so much. Annoying timing, yeah. Really. Yeah, this bridge is not really letting any people over. So, but this one does down here. Water is very calm. Yeah, it is. Very calm and peaceful. Hardly any people at all. Like just the occasional jogger passing by. See, did it stop completely, or are you still with me? Yeah, I think it's working again now. I can see the bitrate is increasing again. Good, good. Yeah, it would be really nice to take a little boat cruise down this peaceful river. The scenery is kind of interesting. It's like this hyper-urban Japan scenery. Thank you, Stephen Clay, for the super chat. Is that a flood wall on the right? Could be, yeah. Most of the rivers in Tokyo, and especially I think around this part of Tokyo, are somewhat prone to flooding. So I'm pretty sure that's why they had to put this wall here to protect those people living next to it. Finally, we can cross. Yeah, I should ask this guy on the boat if he can take me across the river. Actually, this is also a nice photo. Did I see Fuji-san today? Yes, I did. I saw Fujisan from my window while having breakfast this morning. It's been very clear. It's usually very clear during the winter months. We can see Mount Fuji most days, but in the summer the air is a bit more hazy and you can't take the sight of Mount Fuji for granted. So question is, should I go up here or is there maybe, because I think this pedestrian crossing is here on this bridge. Across the wall here there's a spiral staircase next to it. Let's see. Piano Kid, thank you so much for coffee on the way after passing the bridge. Yes, I do need a coffee soon, I think. No. Doesn't look... Oh, or maybe. Let's see, I might need a bit of an overhead perspective to figure out where to go. Well, there's actually a fishing boat and also these like yakatabune, like these party boats. Office, maybe they have this little bridge, this pier here. So you can maybe actually rent a boat and cruise down the river here. Interesting. But it looks like I can pass here.撮った写真はなんか雑誌とか本を作りたいですね。ねえ、いつかできるといいね。So there's also some historical let's see if I can make any sense of this. These are like some old, I'm not sure if it's pilgrimage routes or something else. It could be. Maybe someone can explain in the chat. Maybe some knows about this Oku no Hosomichi. But it's a map. It's a pretty big part of Japan that it covers. And here is Senju, where we currently are. This goes up to like Sendai and up Tohoku. So yeah, maybe one of my more educated viewers can kind of post a link where we can learn more about it. Anyway, looks like we're finally crossing the bridge. Haiko route, that's right, Matsuo Basho. I thought I kind of recognized the name. That's right, okay, so Matsuo Basho is like one of the most famous poets from the old times in Japan. And he was kind of walking all over the country. So there are so many places everywhere that kind of have a little monument because he was there. And people keep asking about the weather. It is 8 degrees today, so quite a bit warmer than yesterday. And no, that was not a swastika. That's the symbol for shrines. No, wait, for temples. I should know which one. But anyway, it's the mirrored. The swastika is the mirrored version of that character. But that character is like old, really old, has long history. And the Nazis kind of stole it. It's a manji, Buddhist symbols, that's right, Buddhist symbol. So let me see. I need to take a look at the map. Perhaps I should cross here. I think I should. Yeah, so you see that symbol a lot in Japan actually. It's not a swastika. You see that character everywhere. Let's see. I think I should cross here. Yeah, let's cross here. Let's cross here. This is the Senju Ohashi Bridge that I just crossed, by the way. Oh, we walked for 40 minutes already and we haven't even reached the next station yet. I think I got a little bit lost here. There was probably a shorter route that I could have taken, but yeah. So, I should be heading down this way. Why don't I take the train? Because my channel is about walking. So, turn right at the next intersection and then walk straight, and then I will finally reach Minami-Senju station. This must be the nice part of Minami-Senju, because the houses here are, yeah, they don't look cheap or anything at all. This looks like quite decent Japanese residential buildings. A little shrine off limits for some reason. Now we're not in Adachi-ku anymore. Now we are in Arakawa-ku, which is another one of the 23 wards of central Tokyo. Yeah, I will actually be coming up towards Minowa quite soon, so I'm planning, those of you who are familiar with my channel probably knows where I'm planning to grab a coffee. I've been to most of the wards in Tokyo. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that I've visited all of them at least once. But there are a few that are still very unexplored territory for me. So one of them is Adachiku, where I started today. Actually, if I would walk like north from there, that's a pretty big piece of Tokyo where I have never been. I haven't been much to Kita-ku either. I think those are like maybe the least explored wards for me. Have I had coffee today? Yes, I had a cup with my breakfast, but that's it. So I do need another cup now, especially after that lunch, which I really had very quickly before starting this stream. It's still kind of like a lid in my belly. I need some coffee to kind of dissolve it. Where am I heading today? So I'm walking the Hibiya line. So I started at Kita-Senju, and my expectation is to make it at least to Ueno and pass all the stops on the line on my way there. That's the plan. Thank you, Tracy, for the coffee fund. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Anzen Yokocho is the name of this street. Kind of safety alley. Yeah, most of the snow melted. You can find small. Oh, nice. Is this? I think this is a sento. At least this chimney behind is probably from a bathhouse. This looks like it could be a shrine at the first glance, but I think it's a sento. Not sure if it's open. Yeah, it's definitely a sento. It's called something Yu. Kusazu? Kusazu Yu. Yeah, most of the snow is gone. You can see there's still a little bit ice here and there, but the vast majority of it is just gone. Actually, a lot of the old bathhouses in Tokyo are kind of struggling. There's just not the same demand for public baths anymore compared to back in the days when not everybody had their own bath. But it's sad because it's kind of a piece of Japanese history that might disappear if it's not being taken care of. Sento, yes, that's a public bath. So onsen is like when it's pure hot spring water. Sento is when it's not naturally heated water, but rather regular water, but used at a public bath. So I think we are very close to Minamin-Senju station now. Is it cold? No, it's not cold. It's 8 degrees. By my standards, that's not very cold. Like yesterday, I was wearing like a down jacket under my coat. Today, I'm just wearing like sweater, coat, no down jacket, and my coat is even open. So nice view here. So is Buddhism still practiced? It's I wonder how I should walk here. Maybe I can walk this way. It's a bit difficult to explain. Like, it's not like I wouldn't say like that the vast majority of the population here is deeply religious, but still I do feel that religion has a pretty important role to many people in certain situations. So yeah, it's really, I can't really sum it up or articulate it very well, but I'm sure you can find good answers to that question if you look around at YouTube. I think Life Where I'm From did a pretty interesting piece on shrines not too long ago, if I remember correctly. I think, let me check. Looks like this is the station. Oh, it's a little bit further down. Okay, good. Okay, station's down here. Perfect. Japan is a very religious country. You think so? Yeah, it's kind of, it's different, right? It's, if you compare it to like people who are like Christian or Muslims, then it's like really religion has a profound impact on their everyday life. And I don't really feel that that's the case here in Japan, but it's more like a tradition here. Rather than a kind of deep belief and like a set of rules that kind of dictates how you're supposed to live your life, if that makes any sense. What's the color of my mask? I have a white mask. I actually have a white silk mask, which is quite comfortable, that I wash every day. Here's Minamin-Senju station. Good. Finally, it took us 50 minutes to reach the first stop on this walk, but now we're finally here. So, Minamin-Senju station. Hibiya line. Let's see now. Yeah, next station here should be Minoa, which is not that far away. So let's head that direction. Wow, Jeffrey Philman, you're making a lot of egg salad. You must be very fond of it. Do I ever drink McDonald's coffee? No, I do not. McDonald's coffee is... I don't see the point, because the convenience store coffee, whenever I just need a cheap and quick cup of coffee, then the convenience store coffee is actually surprisingly good. And it's only 100 yen. So I'm pretty happy with that. It's a little bit, the streets are a little bit confusing around here, but I think should cross here and then cross here, and or no, maybe not. yeah, yeah. This is the right way. Great, great. Yeah, really, the conveni coffee for 100 yen, there's not much to complain about. How long does it take to reach your destination? Well, to complete the entire train line is 20 something kilometers, so that's probably gonna take me about, I don't know, it depends really on how much I get lost, but maybe I'm having like an average pace of 3 kilometers per hour when I'm streaming. So yeah, about 7 hours maybe. But obviously I'm not gonna do all that today. I will only do about a third or a quarter today. So let's see what else I say. How spicy was my mapo tofu? Not very spicy. Not very spicy. I don't think Chinese people would have approved of the spiciness level. But it was tasty though. But look, that's cute. It's a little snowman melting away, wearing a mask and a cigarette. How adorable. The music is coming from the speakers on the street. Usually Shotengai or shopping streets like this, they often have like a bit of background music playing. It's kind of nice. It looks like many of the shops here are this place is maybe ceased operations. Maybe, if I read that correctly. So let me check what else you're all saying. Hibiya Park is not really nearby, no. Hibiya Park is... I won't make it to Hibiya Park today, that's for sure. It's pretty far. That's probably like more than halfway through the entire train line. So yeah, I think my ambition today would be Ueno, possibly Akihabara. We should be approaching the joyful Minowa shopping street fairly soon. That's one of my favorite shotengai in all of Tokyo, actually. Some of my viewers have seen it before, since one of my favorite coffee roasteries is located there. But yeah, this Shotengai, this one is very, very old and has a lot of charm, but it's almost a little bit too abandoned and asleep. Pass here?
I don't know.
I guess I can. Hey, okay. Yeah, I don't know if those shop closures were like COVID related. Feels like they could have closed much like way before the pandemic actually. Oh, here we have some kind of abandoned or empty land. This is Papa Noel o'clock. Yes, soon it is. Soon it will be. Let's see. Need to figure out where we are. Oh, this is yakitori shop. Okay, I'm a bit lost right now. Oh, okay. Okay, great. Yes, I need to cross here. And then we are close. I'm not super familiar with this part of town, so I can get lost quite easily. And we've been walking for an hour now. We still have only passed one station. Or two if we count the starting station. Ah, Jenny, thank you. Papa Noel break. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Finally able to cross here. This way for Nihonbashi. That's the sign. About 20 minutes drive to get to Nihonbashi from here, taking the current traffic situation into account. Oh, nice little hidden temple. Sweet. Do you ever miss overcast day? No, I like sun. I don't like overcast days, to be honest. Maybe in the summer I don't like sun this much, but in the winter, yeah, sun is great. So, where is... Yay! Here it is! Found it! Found it. Joyful Minova. My favorite, one of my favorite shotengai in Tokyo. Let's see how joyful it is. Looks like it can be quite lively today, actually. Jackpot! Yay! Portal to Showa, indeed. Indeed, this is a good old school traditional shopping street with your local meat market, your local butcher guy, and a bunch of other small shops. Compared to many other similar shopping streets, this one still feels that it has like a lot of the old charm intact. It hasn't really been that modernized. And also things here are super cheap. 660 yen. Here's some mabu tofu. That's what I had for lunch today. So, where's our Christmas father? Cheap snacks, small bakery. Yeah, I would really enjoy like living close to a place like this and come here for my like groceries instead of just a soulless chain supermarket, which is where I suddenly do all my groceries. Let's see. Last time I was here, I almost missed the shop. Ah, I see it now. I see it. Yeah, I'm sure a taiyaki here would be way cheaper than what I paid last time, which was 200 yen at Shinjuku. Here, I'm pretty sure I can get way cheaper taiyaki, if there is a shop selling taiyaki, that is. So, found it. Konnichiwa, 久しぶりです。そうです、そうです。今は日比谷線。はい、全部Kita-Senjuから中目黒まで歩いてます。まあ今日は多分その3分の1Kita-Senjuから始まりました。でも今はちょっと休憩、コーヒー休憩タイム。テーブルから注文していいですか？はいはいはい。So yes, Lemmy, you're not living so far from here, so you should come here. This little roastery is very nice. The man who runs it, he used to walk around and sell coffee to various companies when he started his business, before he had his own shop. So when he started the shop, he started calling himself Santa Claus, because he was like always walking around to these companies with his coffee bean bag on his back like a Santa. So yeah, a 5-minute coffee break here, then I will continue my walk. Let's see how many viewers we lose during that time. Here is amazing, cute little logo. remember you bought beans the first time you came. Yeah, they were good. They were very good. Actually, maybe I should get some today too. Yeah, I think I will do that. I will get his local blend, which is named after the streetcar, the Toden Arakawa line. There you have it. 200 grams, 1100 yen. Oh, I'm a little bit concerned about the music. Do you hear it on the stream? I'm pretty sure that it's some problematic music, but I'm not sure if you can actually hear it. Hi. ブレンド、ホットで。はい。ブラックお願いします。はい。Okay, you barely hear it. Let's hope that it's okay then. Yeah, if you can't hear it, then maybe YouTube can't hear it either. At least let's hope that that's the case. Coffee here is cheap. You wouldn't get a coffee from freshly roasted beans for 300 yen in Shibuya or Shinjuku, but around here you can. Around here I think prices of pretty much everything are way lower than compared to the part of town where I live. Lemmy, no, we were fine at the Yanaka live stream, despite the music that they played in that ramen shop. What's the name of this shopping street again? It's called Joyful Minowa. I will post the name in the chat. Joyful Minowa. There we go. Did I ever visit the warehouse arcade in Kawasaki? Yes, I've been there a couple of times. It's pretty cool, or it was pretty cool. They closed it down like a year or two ago, so it's not around anymore. But yeah, it was interesting. I was not too fond of their game selection, to be honest, but the interior was pretty interesting. If this place is LGBT friendly, you mean like this area or do you mean like Tokyo in general? I think so. It's there's a big LGBT community and scene here, but it's a little bit slightly under the radar. It's not as openly displayed as in many Western countries. We are at a coffee shop. Yes, we are at Papa Noel. One of my favorite coffee shops here in Minowa, in the north of Tokyo. Actually, in here it's pretty cold. When there's no sun hitting, I feel a bit cold. I probably need to close my coat soon. Can you use Be Right Back feature to avoid ending the streak when you need to switch SIM card? No. I think if I were to switch SIM card, that would probably interrupt the stream. I can reconnect to it even if it does get interrupted, so it's not the end of the world if there's an interruption, but I don't know. I never tried switching SIM cards during a stream. If I need to switch network, I just use internet sharing from my other phone. Reflection reveal. Reflection reveal. And you for being able to explore like you do. Such a great hobby, side gig. Yeah, it is. It is. It's really great. Especially right now when my main business is kind of slow. I'm really happy that I can go on these walks frequently. That means a lot to me, and it's so much fun to hang out with you, my dear viewers. What coffee did you get? I just got a black coffee. Too much reveal, Tokyo Explorer. Was it? I look like a 90th century politician. I guess that's the curls, right? Takes a while, but I'm sure it's gonna be worth it. You can drink in here. Is Papa Noel mainly a coffee bean store? Yes, it is. You can, of course, have a coffee here, but I think most of his income probably comes through the sale of his little home roasted beans. Oh, thank you, Lee Brandon Kremer, for the generous super chat. Thank you, thank you. はい、ありがとうございます。ミルク砂糖はお使います。大丈夫です。はい、ごゆっくり。はい、ありがとうございます。Yay! Finally. No, yeah, there was one customer inside, I think, when I arrived, but I think she left. Now I think there's someone else who came there. You don't look like someone who's coming up on 40. If I had to guess without knowing, I would have guessed maybe 24. Thank you, Onibaku. Thank you. That warms the heart of this elderly man. But yeah, I'm turning 40 in how many days? Not many days at all. An apartment on top of these stores would be cozy. Yeah, I think so too. Being able to, you know, come down here in my pajama and get some freshly grounded beans for the coffee. That would be great. Or freshly roasted beans for the coffee. That would be great. Sounds like you're a Capricorn. Yeah, that is correct. 555 viewers, yay! Great. Any special stream for your upcoming birthday? No, I don't know. I haven't really thought so much about it. Actually, we were kind of planning to go on a trip. We were looking into a potential little trip to Okinawa, actually, for my birthday. But because of the rapidly increasing case numbers here in Japan, we probably won't go anywhere, or at least nowhere where we would have to fly. If we go somewhere, we would probably just go by car somewhere relatively close to our home. Steven, sorry, I don't mean to be offensive. I'm just kidding. I'm just being sarcastic when I make stupid jokes about being old. But I have to admit that I do feel that turning 40 is a bit of a milestone that I'm not entirely comfortable with. How's the coffee? The coffee is great. Coffee is very good. But I will try to finish it quite soon. Have I seen the horror movie Midsummer? No, I have not. Yeah, the coffee is a bit hot. That's why I can't drink it faster. Chris says, I hit 40 a few years ago and my 40s has been wonderful. That's reassuring to hear. I'm pretty confident that my 40s will be wonderful as well. I'm expecting my 40s to be better than my 30s. But who knows? Steven, oh, you don't have any gray hair yet. I have plenty of gray hair. I have plenty of them. Can you see? Gray hair reveal. Maybe. Oh, I didn't really manage to catch much of my hair, but never mind. I finished the coffee. Let's pay and let's get some beans and let's get going. I thought those were arm hairs. Yeah, no. I was trying to shoot the top of my head, but without being able to aim properly. That's easier said than done. Let's see, I need to dig out my wallet here so that I can actually pay for some beans as well. I don't really mind gray hair though. I'd rather have gray hair than no hair. My little coin pouch. Papa Noel はいいです。そうですね。パパノエルは最高でございます。There we go. I think 1,500 yen should cover both this cup of coffee as well as some beans. Let's see. ごちそうさまでした。あと荒川ブレンドも 200g お願いします。
これは粉に引きますか？豆のまま。
粉で。粉で。はい、豆で大丈夫です。はい、豆、はい、
ありがとうございます。1400円。
はい。
100円のお返しですね。
はい。
なんか袋を入れした方がいいかな。
あ、大丈夫。ここに入ると思います。はい。はい。はい。ありがとうございます。
この間もやっぱり違う方がやってらっしゃって YouTube で。
あ、そうですか。
やっぱりいらしたそういう方。
あ、そうですか。よかったね。
いや面白いです。
ね、今550人
ライブ中継
見てます。はい。みんなはここにいつか行ってみたいという。
あれでしょ？もちろん世界中どこからも。
はい、そうです、そうです、そうです、そうです。はい、はい。多分20% は日本国内の方。それ以外はいろいろ。
じゃあお待ちしてます。
はい。ありがとうございます。どうもでした。はい。ありがとうございます。 Okay, good. Finally, a cup of good coffee. I got some beans for breakfast tomorrow and for the coming week maybe. And now I am ready to start heading towards... Well, first we need to locate the Minowa station. When I do these train line walks, I always try to at least frame the station sign of each station to kind of like Pokemon. You gotta catch them all. George, sometimes you're revealing a little bit too much about yourself, I think. But thanks for the information. I will treasure it dearly. Here's the cute little Arakawa Den, the tram streetcar line. I think actually, let's see, I might wanna cross the platform. I should just let people leave first. Not sure exactly where I can. Oh man, yeah, I should head this way. Yeah, this area is very charming. I'm a little bit surprised that it's like completely unknown. I guess it's just a matter of time. Maybe I can contribute to making this a more, I don't know, a place where more tourists are coming after once Japan opens again. Okay, so we are here, and here's the Minowa Hibiya line station. So go right across the big crossing and we should be fine. Here's also the entrance to Joyful Minowa. I think we can walk this way. So from here on, I think I'll be getting to neighborhoods soon that are a little bit more familiar to me, or not really. We're still quite a distance away from Ueno, I guess. From Ueno onwards, I'll be quite familiar with the neighborhoods on this train line. Living in Japan has slowed your aging. I don't know, I think having a child has tripled my aging, to be honest. Maybe up until she was born it was slowing due to living in Japan, but I think the last year and a half I think I've grown much older, both like from a purely, I don't know, from a visual standpoint, but also hopefully grown as a person, which I think is a good thing. Not sure if the first part, like looking older, I'm not sure if that's a good thing, but acting older is good. Anyway, if I remember correctly, there should be a exit, a train station or subway entrance over here. Yes, that's right. Steven asked, how long did it take you to really understand the Japanese language? I don't know. It's really, I mean, I still come across situations where I feel that I don't understand Japanese particularly well. It really depends on the situation. But I would say like 1 year at the language school as a full-time Japanese student, that was kind of like, after that, I think I started to feel that I could understand enough for it to make, I don't know, to be useful to some extent. It's really difficult to explain or to articulate, but yeah, Japanese, I think you will never feel that you know enough. It's a lifelong learning thing if you decide to take it up. Let's visit Kishibojin. What's that? Right, the next station is Hibiya, which is actually quite close to Ueno. And Hibiya is down this way. It's basically just following this big street, but those of you familiar with my channel know that I don't really like big streets, so I will try to take a side street instead. Japanese is one of the most difficult languages to learn for English speakers. Yeah, I think so too. It's quite difficult. Again, here's the one of the exits for the Tokyo Metro Minowa station. So, station number 20. So, 19 stations to go out of 22. Wow, it doesn't feel like we achieved much in this 1.5 hour. Oops. My bad. I did not notice that there was a traffic light there. It's almost crossing the street. So let's go down here and take the side streets. Maybe this one. Thank you, Ray. Thank you. Suppose it actually helps to live in Japan. Oh yeah, definitely. I think it would be way more difficult to learn Japanese if I was not living here. I don't think my Japanese would have been anywhere near what it is today, even if I would have gone to school for the same amount of time in Sweden. Do I have my gloves with me today? Yeah, I do. I do have the gloves, I do have the down jacket, I do have the beanie. Have it all. Have it all in my backpack. Take a look at the map. Oh, I'm actually okay. Actually, a little bit off. I see. It's easy to get lost in this world. I should turn right here. I think Swedish is also probably very difficult. I don't know. I mean, of course it's easy for me to say that it's not, but I think Swedish is probably on par with like Dutch or German from a native English speaker's perspective. Yeah, we should actually cross here. It's a nice little shrine with still some little bit of snow on the ground as well. Neat. Let's continue. How many shrines in Tokyo? I think we had that question at some other stream, and I think someone actually tried to find a number, but I do not remember what that number was. Why do ground floor windows have metal bars? Yeah, I think there are burglars in Japan too. Actually, my wife told me that when she grew up, they were living on the ground floor for a while, and they once had someone breaking into their apartment. So it does happen. It does happen. I would bet that it's not as common as in Sweden, probably. But yeah, there is crime in Japan too. You know, it's not entirely 100% free of crime, but it's a relatively safe country, though, in many ways, I think. So yeah, we're here, we're heading south. Maybe I should take this slightly smaller road over there. I think I'll do that. Feels like that could be a nicer walk. But yeah, and I feel that actually people here, at least from my perspective, people here are more afraid of crime and burglary and those kind of things than in Sweden, even though they're probably way less likely to have it happen to them. But living on the ground floor here in Japan is not so popular. Thank you, Lee Brandon Kramer. 1450 Shinto shrines in Tokyo and 2,872 temples. Wow, I'm a bit surprised to hear that the ratio is so different. That sounds a bit almost difficult for me to believe, but maybe it has to do with that a lot of small local shrines are probably not included in that number, would be my guess. We're getting close to 600 viewers now. Wonderful. What's the difference between shrines and temples? They're two different religions. What's the difference between a church and a mosque? Yeah, it's difficult to answer, but they look different and they are for different religions. But sometimes it can be a bit difficult to figure out. And often you see like a shrine next to a temple or vice versa. So it's a bit confusing. Got to 400 likes. Yeah, if you are watching this and if you are enjoying this stream, clicking the like button is a great way for you to show your support. I think after the next crossing I will take a even smaller street than this. Kintsugi Dori, Gold Cedar Street. That's the name of this street. Thank you, Aryo. Thank you for the support. Always. Here we can see Tokyo Skytree between the buildings. So I'm gonna tweet some photos while I'm waiting for this traffic light to turn green. It's green. And here's this Taitoku kind of local little bus. Okay, just tweeted the first set of photos from today's walk. Here's another shrine with some nice lights shining through. Thank you, Petri. Thank you so much for the super chat. 面白いでした。ありがとうございます。Can you do some entertaining things like claw machines, pachinko, or novelty food? No, that's not what my streams are about. My streams are about boring walks. You have to watch other YouTubers if you want to see exciting things. Well, cute little park here. I wonder... No, I don't think I came here. Speaking of that, actually I should try to grab a beer before wrapping up this stream. How do I make the subtitles? Yeah, it's AI. It's the AI of Google. In Ueno Park, yeah, maybe Ueno Park would be a little bit... I mean, it's the obvious choice, right? It would be nice if I could find something a little bit less obvious. We'll see. We'll see. Gari Gari break. Yeah, it's been a while since I had a Gari Gari kun on stream. I actually wouldn't mind some ice cream on a day like today. It's definitely nice, warm enough in the sun for some ice cream. So these are some super local streets. Where you tripped out about becoming a parent. I was super excited about it. It's exhausting, but it's a lot of fun. it's a lot of fun. It certainly gives your life a whole new dimension and different level of purpose. But it's also, I was expecting it to be exhausting, but it's more exhausting than I expected it to be. But since she started nursery 2-3 months ago soon, it's getting a little bit easier. Gives me and my wife a little bit of downtime to kind of catch our breath. Well, thank you very much. 10 plus famous stations to walk through. Thanks. I've only passed 3 though today. But we should be getting close to Hibiya. Let me check the map. Yeah, we are close to Hibiya. There's actually a shrine down here. Google says it's busy. It's busy, that should mean that it's interesting. Nice light also. People still doing sauna. I think people are still doing Hatsumode, the first shrine visit of the year. Oh. There's cats here. Cats. Can we walk through here? I think we can, yeah. Quite lively. So, once again, I need to check my bearings. Okay, down this way. If we can cross here, I think we can. We can, yes.少しだけ有名な神社です。あ、そうですか。知らなかった。そうか。でもまあちょっと混んでたからちょっと有名かなと思った。Thank you, M. Latin. What might be boring... Oh! Hey, cat! What might be boring for some people is relaxation and a gateway for others. Yeah, I know. I know. And that's what I want my streams to be. I don't want my streams to be exciting or funny, or... That's not really my ambition. But hearing that people find them relaxing and... yeah, enjoyable in that sense, that means much more to me. Thank you, Elena Kuznetsova, for the generous donation. Sorry for being so slow right now. I'm trying to figure out where I am and where I should be heading. Looks like I am actually really close to the station that I am wanting to be close to. And it should be just down here. Great. Your voice is relaxing. Thank you very much. That makes me very happy to hear. I hate my own voice, but I am determined to not let my own self-doubt stop me from doing things that bring others happiness. Yay, we found the station! On the station, Hibiya station, which is actually really close to Ueno. So Hibiya station, age 19. Wonderful. Okay, so this is Showadori. I think, I'm not sure. Oh, that's Skytree down there. That gives me a little bit more sense of my bearings. Skytree. Yes, okay, we're heading this way. It's the name of the place you're in now. So I'm next to Hibiya station, and this is a street called Showadori. But in general, smaller streets in Tokyo don't have names, only the big ones do. So this one has a name, and that's Showadori. But probably 80% of the streets I'm walking on during my live streams are unnamed. So where am I heading? I'm heading towards Ueno. Next stop on this train line is Ueno. So that's where I'm heading. We're just about to hit the 2-hour mark, which invites the question, when should I stop? When is enough enough? I don't have a good answer to that question yet, but I think I need to find the answer within relatively soon. Nice building. So Elena, again, thank you very much. You have a very nice calming voice. Thank you so much for doing these videos. Thank you very much for the 200 rubles. I have no idea how much a ruble is worth, but 200 sounds like a lot. Thank you. As long as it's not the Genki voice. Yes, back in the clay. The Genki voice is not not making an appearance today, I'm afraid. But I guess that's a good thing. How do people get posts if the streets have no names? I shall explain to you the wonder of the Japanese address system. Here's the Japanese address. Here's the name of the neighborhood, and each neighborhood is numbered into different chome. This is one each chome, and then it's further kind of organized into, this is kind of like the block number, and this is the building number. So that's how people get mail. Neighborhood name and then a series of numbers, which can be used to narrow down the exact building. That's how you do it. Poor postman. Yeah, I think it's pretty difficult. Like, you probably need to work in the same neighborhood for a long time to figure everything out. Because a thing that makes it more complicated is that the last number, which is like the building number, that can actually be, they don't have to be next to each other. So number 6 doesn't have to be next to number 7. Because that number is based on when it was built in some cases. So that can be pretty confusing. It's definitely not easy to narrow down the exact address or exact location of an address without GPS or modern tools. Here's another cute little super local shrine. Yeah, I think I should find a place to have a beer too. Should have a beer and wrap things up with enjoying that beer in the sun somewhere. Maybe Ueno Park. I think it might end up being Ueno Park. TE, you are 6. I don't even know how to read that kind of length measurement, and I don't know how much that is. I am not American, so I cannot relate to those weird measurements. But in centimeters, I'm almost 190. 6 feet 2 inches. That's what you're calling it. Okay, great. I don't know. Have I been to Nara? Yes, I have been. I've been to Nara a couple of times. It's a very nice place. It's a very nice place. I'm pretty big in Tokyo. Yeah, I'm tall enough to hit my head on a semi-regular basis. That much I can say. Let's cross here. I am not really sure where I am, but I think I'm heading in the right direction. I'm basically just following the nice sunlight. YL, early birthday, best wishes. Thank you very much, YL. Thank you very much. As always, I don't think I said it many times during this stream, but yeah, it is people like you and everybody else who are donating through the super chat. You are the ones who keep this channel going. You are the reason why close to 600 people can enjoy walking with me on the streets of Tokyo right now. So thank you very much. Your support means everything to me. If you are considering to helping me out and would like to know how to do it, then the best way is to join me on Patreon. The link is in the video description. That will give you access to Patreon only streams every once in a while. So yeah. But you can also just press the like button if you haven't already. That's free, and also it's a great way for you to help me. As you approach 40, make sure to regularly get your eyes checked. My eyes are pretty useless, actually. I am very much dependent on contact lenses or glasses. So yeah, I do get regular checkups to make sure that they are following the natural degradation of my body year by year. Oh, here's a bicycle gear shop. Big beat. So I think that's Ueno station. Just a little bit further down this road. Wonderful. Because your streams are so good, we keep coming back all the time. Thank you. Thank you, Jenny. And it's also thanks to my loyal viewers that I have the motivation to go out and stream this often. Without my viewers as company, then it wouldn't be fun at all for me. Here's Ueno station. The JR exit though, but I think we will find the Tokyo Metro Hibiya line Ueno station just a little bit further down this road. Yeah, the next episode of this series will be through mostly or exclusively various central parts of Tokyo. Basically all the way until the end of this train line we'll be walking through relatively busy areas. So this was probably the most quiet episode of this train line walk. think I have to walk up these stairs. Then I can cross. There's a way to get into Ueno Park by just crossing over the entire station area. So I will do that. Then I will have a beer in the park and then I will wrap things up. So if we were to go down this way, we would end up in Asakusa. But this train line from here will head further down south. I think after Ueno, it stops near Okachimachi and then Akihabara. But those areas I will leave for the next episode. I think this is a good place to wrap things up. Looking for the escalators. Yes, found the escalators. But before I ride those escalators, I do need to just get a shot of the metro station, which I believe is down here. Took the sky tree again. Takematsu, yeah, I can imagine you must be passing here quite often. Ueno. What season is it in Japan now? It's winter. It's winter. The season when the snow sometimes falls. So, okay, since I have to stop by the station entrance, I might as well walk through this this tunnel here rather than going all over the entire station. Here's the main entrance to the JR Ueno station. But we are heading to this way. If I'm not mistaken, there should be an entrance to the subway here. Yay! Hibiya line, Ueno station, H18. So we got that Pokemon. Am I streaming tomorrow? I'm not sure. I generally try to stream on the weekends, but tomorrow I'm actually gonna have a bit of a social gathering in the morning, or like before noon, and I'm not sure if I will have time to stream after that or not. But if there's a stream tomorrow, yeah, it most likely will start sometime in the afternoon. But I can't promise anything. Oh, okay, good. I thought the Family Mart was gone, but it's down here. So I need to get my beer. Thank you, Yamaguchi-san. Let's get a beer, finally. I really deserve a beer after this. Okay, there's Ueno session IPA, or it's this Belgian style white ale. No, I think I will take this one. Session IPA. Except that I want the can that hasn't been dropped. Yes, let's go with this one. Super premium Japanese craft beer. Perfect. Let's get this. Hi. そのままで。
年齢確認の身分証明書をご提示いただく場合がございます。
ありがとうございます。Okay, I have a super premium beer to wrap up this 2 hour and 15 minutes long stream from Kita-Senju to Ueno in the north of Tokyo. Have I ever run into any viewers in person there? Yeah, it has happened a handful of times. It's not very common, but it does happen every now and then. So, my regular viewers probably know where I'm heading right now. And if you don't know, you will soon find out. Yeah, it turned out to be a pretty long stream today. Yeah, I did bump into a viewer here in Ueno Park. It's probably about a year ago now. But it was kind of funny. Yeah, there's cones. There's cones everywhere. Because Japan is cone paradise. Cone heaven. Yeah, I think there was quite a nice variation in this stream. Many different neighborhoods with different characters. I'm afraid the next episode will be maybe not that much variation, or I don't know, maybe it will be have enough variation. Oh wait, did they? Interesting. Okay, let's go down here to the pond. Nice long stream, yeah. 2+ hours is a good length, I think. So, we're at the pond in Ueno Park. Where I will enjoy this super premium beer before I wave goodbye to you. But those of you who are not so fond of my beer breaks, you can leave the stream now, because it won't get more interesting than this. So, and I need my little mini tripod. We will never leave. That's good to hear. That's good to hear, Yari and everybody else. Yeah, if I'm still in Japan when the borders open, I will most likely start offering some sort of tours so that you can come walk with me if you want. That would be fun. But for now, kanpai. Super premium Japanese craft beer. How strong is this? It's just 4.5%. I don't know, not a terribly interesting view from here. Maybe let me switch location just a little bit. I'll sit down here instead. There we go. Can you hear me? Let's see, what else are you saying? I just warmed up a sake to drink with you. Ah, great. Anata. Kanpai then. Onibaku, you're drinking yourself, so cheers. Cheers. Cheers to you. How does the beer taste? It's good. It's good. It's very bitter, which I like. Yamaguchi-san, what will you cook for lunch? Are you going out for a walk after the lunch? That's a late lunch, by the way. But yeah, thanks so much for joining me. It was a good walk. A little bit annoyed by some of the people in the chat, but that happens all the time, I guess. Most of you were pretty awesome though, but there was a few kind of annoying people who were a bit rude. That rhythmic cooing of pigeons. I I think they're doing some sort of drumming over at the little temple in the pond. Whoa. Pigeon action here. How many steps did I get today? Good question. Let's see if we can find that out. Where's the bathroom? I've been having my Apple Watch for well over a month now, but I'm still not so familiar with it. Is this the step count? Total steps, it says 13,000 steps. And I walked 10.5 kilometers today. Not bad. Tokyo is very pedestrian friendly and bicycle too, it seems. It's really refreshing and definitely makes it feel very accessible. Yeah, I mean, in general, yeah, it's quite pedestrian friendly, I guess. I mean, what the downside is that there are many streets where there's no proper sidewalks, which I find a little bit annoying. But still, yeah, it's relatively walkable or bikeable, absolutely. It is. It is. Do you like stouts or porter beers? They're not my favorite. I like IPAs. I mean, I don't dislike like darker beers, but it's not what I would order. Like my first-hand choice. What else are you saying? We're pretty quiet. I'm pretty quiet too. Maybe that means that we should wrap things up now. I'm almost done with the beer too. So yeah, I think it's time to say goodbye. Is that Toyosu? No, this is Ueno Park. The Shinobazu Pond in Ueno Park. Anyway, thank you so much, and as always, if you did enjoy this stream, like, subscribe, consider joining me on Patreon if you really want to support the future of this channel. Yeah, follow me on Twitter if you haven't already. But I think that will be it. Thank you so much, and see you maybe tomorrow. If not tomorrow, sometime next week. Okay, thank you so much. Bye bye. Hej då, auf Wiedersehen. Mata ne. Bye bye.